What is going to happen in Episode 10 of Star Wars Rebels Season 4, Allegiance? The word allegiance means loyalty or commitment of a subordinate to a superior or an individual to a group or cause. I asked you, the community, what you thought would happen, and I'm ready to share some of your great ideas. First up here is Big Kenobi Al. He says, I believe that Episode 10 of Rebels will open with a major death. I think that this will be done in order to make the remaining episodes more unpredictable. I think that Tarkin will reveal Stardust to Thrawn in this episode and tell him that the TIE Defenders will be shut down. That factory will be shut down because the rebels already know all the blueprints. Meanwhile, Kanan and Mart will see the Lost Wolves again and will be guided to a safe place where they will speak with Yoda, who will tell them when the time comes they must sacrifice themselves to save those who cannot do so. Kanan, whose master died for him to escape clones, and Mart, whose uncle June died to give Ezra an opening to get help, both will understand their purposes. Meanwhile, Hera will most likely be taken before Tarkin or Vader and will be interrogated to reveal the new base and their numbers, but she will be resisting. Great point about Mart, Big Kenobi Al. Really like that. The fact that his uncle sacrificed himself and Mart will be ready to do the same. Kanan sure does seem like he's made peace with something in Episode 9, Rebel Assault, so going to be very interesting to see how things play out there. Jonathan also mentions, I think that Palpatine will send Vader to capture Ezra and will kill Kanan. When Palpatine gets Ezra, he will experiment on him and make him Snoke. Now, this has been disproved. That's a lot to pack into one episode, Jonathan, but that theory has been disproved by Dave Filoni that Ezra will not become Snoke. But it is a really cool theory crafting idea, Jonathan, so I wanted to include it here. I haven't heard of somebody say Palpatine experimenting on someone else to turn them into Snoke. Very cool idea, man. So next up here is Masher. As for Episode 10, Allegiance, I'm thinking it is about Kanan. I believe it will be about his decision to remain a Jedi and sacrifice himself for the greater good, even if it means Hera doesn't escape right at the moment. In Episode 9, when the Lost Wolves confronted Kanan and he said, I understand, Kanan says, I understand, he reacted as he knew exactly what to do. The allegiance is Kanan remaining true to what the Lost Wolf explained to him, perhaps telepathically. Yeah, and I added in that last part there, telepathically. I think that's what Masher is trying to get across here, that the Lost Wolf is actually communicating through the Force maybe to Kanan, letting him know. We know that Kanan has, the Lost Wolf has said doom with regards to Kanan. He's also said, and that was Kanan's last name, Caleb Doom, as well as in Rebel Assault he says Doom, D-O-O-M. So something could be going on there that the Lost Wolf saying, so whether it's his doom, Hera's doom, the planet of Lothal is doomed. There's a lot to try and figure out and unpack. But thank you for your help with that, Masher. Moving on now to Turkland TV. He suggests, we don't know anything about the second half of the season yet, but it will most likely revolve around a plan to free Hera from the hands of the Empire. This will either be the main or subplot for the next episode, because I absolutely cannot imagine any of the Ghost Crew members forgetting about Hera. Possible scenarios, first one including Hera is being used as bait to lure the other rebels into a trap, still managing to free Hera though. Kanan dies by insert favorite opponent. I would insert Vader. Ezra being depressed, dark side, etc., etc. So obviously he's suggesting that Ezra is going to fall to the dark side, or at least be corrupted by the dark side. He says he has a second idea. He says this one's a little more creative. By drawing the attention of the Empire at the TIE Defender factory, the rebels overthrow the prison rooms, freeing Hera and finding her exhausted, suffering from the effects of torture, to gain information about anything revolving the rebellion. And her stumbling makes the escape even more difficult. So yeah, really cool. I like the idea that they would attack the TIE Defender factory and kind of as a feint or as kind of like a mislead, maybe some explosives. I could see Sabine doing that, and then them breaking in and freeing Hera. The funny thing is that you might think that Hera, why wouldn't Hera be taken to a different planet? Why wouldn't she be taken to a Star Destroyer off the planet so the rebels can't get at her? But I think it's actually going to be Thrawn. Thrawn is going to be the one that leaves her there as bait, just as Turklen TV suggested, and he's going to lure the rebels to him. And I believe he will have Vader waiting for them. But the only thing I'm not sure about is I don't know if they can fit this all into one episode. I think that might be over several of them. But hey, if you're new here, Star Wars fans, I'm Mike, and I want to thank you for watching Force Within TV. But before you go, I'd love it if you'd reply to the question of the day. Today, the question is, what are your predictions on The Last Jedi movie? How do you think it's going to end? Is Luke Skywalker going to use his green lightsaber? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be doing a lot of crossover videos between Rebels and The Last Jedi. I got some interesting ideas. So in the month of December, you can expect a lot of Last Jedi / Rebels, looking at similarities or parallels, as well as some actual dedicated The Last Jedi videos. A lot of people have been asking if I was going to do that. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to avoid that, or if you want to hear my thoughts. And as always, remember to use the Force within you to make the Star Wars community a better place. Share your thoughts and theories and encourage those who do the same. And may the Force be with you.